What's up, guys? Kyle the Alchemist. I know it's been a while since I posted anything. I'm going to be posting more soon. I want to show you guys the deck that I got top three with today at locals. This is my dinosaur deck, 41 cards. I always show you guys the main, the extra, and the side that I use. We're just gonna get right into it. For our main starter boys, we got three Oviraptor. Easiest way to get your combos going. Add Misk and just combo off with that. For our second boy, two copies of Arcsort. Easy way to get your double evolution pill, pop the babies, get more advantage, and then the one copy of Dino Miscus. I wish this card were at two, even maybe even three if they would be so kind. But Misk got it every single game off Oviraptor or some or like another way like Fossil Dig. This card went crazy because just chain miss to anything and they just can't like do anything to your dinos. Uh, I wish this card were at like two or three. If it was, oh my god, Dino would be so higher up on like tier lists and stuff. For extender cards, I played three baby and one petite for our poppables. Uh, since I wasn't playing a lot of high level dinos, I decided to only play the one petite. It worked out pretty well. Although there were some times where I wish I was able to like see another petite for like certain plays because I burned through all my babies. But when we get the ground Xeno stuff, we can like up our babies. And baby just, oh my god, so amazing all day every day. It facilitated like so many different plays, extra deck, main deck alike. Gotta love it. The one copy of Giant Rex, all day every day. This card is amazing. Being able to special summon it off of just about any way you banish it is amazing. So what I would end up doing is what would end up happening most times is I would banish it off to either summon uh, UTC or UCT, I mean, and or off of like double evolution pill or something, and then summon it back and then use it for an Xyz material. And since it counts as a material instead, when I detach, it goes back to the grave, so I can just use it later. It was so great. It also facilitated uh, G Golem plays, which were hilarious. And for our big dinos, we played the two UCT, the one Pankratops, which was really the only card I summoned off of my Petite, and then the Searchable Kaiju. This card came up so many times because we play Lost World in here, so being able to just main phase Dogoran, then Lost World, so they can't target you, is beautiful. This card, it can also be summoned off Petite too, but that's just the way I used it. And then for the last, we play three Lithosagam because this is a going first build. Uh, Lithosagam came up so many times. What I would end up doing is like best time I saw it was when I was going against Makonko. I went Lithosagam, Pop Petite, and Baby in hand, uh, and then I not only ripped three of their board breakers out of their extra, that being access code. What was the other ones? It was like access code, Underworld Goddess, and I believe like it was some other card, but it was like I saw the access code mainly, and I was like, I gotta get rid of that. So just being able to rip cards out of your opponent's extra, and then popping like the babies or the petites to get more advantage, absolutely amazing. Then also on top of that, it's an Earth, so G Golem plays. For consistency, three Prosperity, three Fossil Dig, and then the two Lost World, one Dragonic Diagram, and one Terraforming. Uh, there's really not much I need to say about this. This little setup right here was great. I was able to get what I needed when I needed it and like exactly how I needed it. Lost World is crazy. Uh, just summon it and then you just protect your stuff from targeting. If I was like, it really helped against Sky Striker being able to just like summon a token in their main monster zone and they couldn't target. They had a rough time outing that. And then obviously the two double evolution pill. Get your Tyranno out. For hand traps, I played 3 Ash Blossom, 3 DD Crow, 2 Nib, and 3 Imperm. I'm going to be honest, the Nibs didn't really come up at all, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't come up. The only time they were useful is when I would use them to pop with UCT, but that was it. I never used Nib. But Ash, Imperm, and DD Crow, clutches when I needed them. That's the main deck, 41 cards. We're going to get into the extra deck now. Like I said, this is probably going to... Well, I don't think I said it, but this is going to get changed when the rest of my stuff comes in for like Ground Zeno. But for our Xyz monsters, 1 Dolka, 1 Lagia, 1 Dweller, and 1 Grenosaurus. Dolka, Lagia, absolute goats. Being able to just set up like a bunch of negates and interactions during my for my opponent's turn, along with UCT, was great. This card clutched up against Makonko, and this card just having a non once per turn negate destroy effect. It's so crazy. I never actually summoned Dweller because there wasn't a time for me to use it, because my opponents were like Sky Striker, Makonko, and Adventure Synchro. None of them really used their graveyards like that, so I didn't really have the chance to take advantage of it, but it could probably come up. And Grenosaurus actually did come up against the Adventure Synchro player, so this card is something I just kind of randomly put in. So what this card does is, when your dinosaur monster destroys an opponent by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach 1 material. This effect is not once per turn, by the way. You can detach a material, burn your opponent for 1,000, and then this card gains 1,000. So best case scenario, this card can burn your opponent for 2k, and then buff itself by 2k, so you have a 42k beater on the field after you've already dealt them 2,000 in burn damage. So this comboed with UCT is practically game. And then its second effect is that when this card is destroyed, you can target a card on the field and destroy it and then burn for 1,000. I actually use this to out a Baron de Fleur by popping it with my Oviraptor, or not Oviraptor. I popped it with UCT, and then because he negated my I I used UCT, yeah, and what was it? No, wait. I'm trying to remember. I know I outed it, but I can't remember exactly how I outed it. This is embarrassing. I gotta go through my deck actually. Nope, I got it. I used Arcsaur. Silly me. But yeah, I used Archosaur to out the Grenosaurus on my side of the field, and then blew up his Baron after he wasted his negate. So yeah, and then for my Link monsters, let me zoom this out again. 1 Link Karibo, 1 Secure Gardna. This is the main way of me getting into my Ultimate Conductor Tyranno plays by Archosaur. I'm not gonna lie, since these are light and darks, against the Sky Striker player, they did get bestialed, but we have other ways to get non-dinos engraved along with our hand traps and stuff, so it never really was a problem. He didn't really lock me out of my plays or anything from doing this, and also the effect of Secure Gardna actually saved me from dying at one point against the Makonko player, so that was nice. 1 Relinquish Anima. This card was absolutely funny. I would end up outing my opponent's card with the Searchable Kaiju, and then using Archosaur to link into Anima, and then just have a big Anima on board. The 1 Pentastag. This was my backup way into getting a non-Dino engrave by linking Link Karibo into Secure Gardna, and then Secure Gardna and another card into Pentastag. just in case they like had a bestial to get rid of my Link Karibo. I would like do this. Also, the piercing came up with because when this card is linked, meaning that when an arrow points to another monster, it gets piercing. So I was able to use pierce. I was able to pierce with UCT and into a Jurassic token, which was awesome. G golems came up every time. This package right here. Basically, how like the combo goes is you use 2 Earths to make G Golem, then you use 2 Cybers monsters, one of them being the G Golem. Most times it was either Pentastag or Secure Gardna into making Crystal Heart. Crystal Heart would bring back the G Golem, and then I would use G Golem's effect when it gets summoned back from grave to add or special an earth monster from my graveyard, most times being my Giant Rex, so I could Xyz summon into either a Dolka or a Lagia. Then I would use these two for a 2-negate Appaloosa, so my boards would most of the time end on at least a 2-negate Appo and a Lagia slash Dolka. It was absolutely insane. Just being able to have so many negates. And then this never really came up. IP Masquerade, I had this little package, IP with Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, and Underworld Goddess. But the only one out of these actually came up was the Nightmare Phoenix to out my opponent's Tikaboo. But that was about it. I'm probably going to end up cutting some of this for extra space for the Lars that I have when the Ground Xeno stuff gets here, and also like Baron de Fleur, because I'm gonna probably play a small scrap package in here. And I know what you're gonna say, the scrap package. Hear me out. I'm gonna play 1-1 of the Scrap Raptor and the Scrap Chimera. Just let me cook, guys. Let me cook. But yeah, this was pretty nice. And then lastly, our side deck. Most of the side deck didn't necessarily come up, but it was nice to have. 3 Dark Ruler No More, 2 Triple Tactics Talent, 2 Lightning Storm, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and then the Lost World for the spells. Dark Ruler never really came up because a lot of my opponent's boards weren't really monster heavy like that for me to like have this card in, but I did side it in anyways. Triple Tactics Talent, I only end up being able to use it once. Kind of sad that I didn't see it any other times, but whatever. Lightning Storm and Feather Duster, I could have used this against a Sky Striker player, which would have helped, but I decided to go first because I had other cards that were like would have helped me like out his stuff better instead. But I actually did side in the 1 Feather Duster against him. Never saw it, but it was just kind of nice to have it. And then the Lost World, what I do is if I go second, if like I know I'm gonna go second, I actually take out the True King package, which is the diagram, the 3 Lithos Agams, and a terraforming, and I replace it with just having 3 Lost World in. I just had the 3 Lost World in, so that way if I open Lost World, I can just have it. You could probably have like Lost World and Terraforming in there, but I feel like that's a bit too much sometimes because I don't want to like brick on like Lost Worlds. So having exactly 3 Lost World just helps out better because being able to prevent your opponent from targeting your stuff, because most of the time what happens is you can either like summon it, because like as long as a Dino is summoned, meaning that if you kaiju your opponent during the main phase, they can't really do anything to stop it if you get rid of like their negate that could stop Lost World. Lost World also helps you get your engine going if you brick, as long as you have a single Dino that you can summon and then crash into the token with and then protect it, send a Papa Baby from your deck, which is amazing. But just being able to like prevent your opponent from targeting anything that isn't the token is just awesome in my opinion, because there are so many effects that target now. So like for example, this card destroyed SP Little Knight because people kept forgetting like the entire day that like you can't target with a token out. So whenever someone would try to out the token by like using like certain monsters for like SP Little Knight or something like that, like most people, they would have to waste their Little Knight on the whatchamacallit, on the token. if they wanted to get rid of it. And then I would just end up summoning another token on their turn so they couldn't use Little Knight's battle phase effect. Because how the ruling is since you have to target exactly two, but there's only one target, you can't activate Little Knight, which is godly. So yeah, being able to stop targeting is just all in all amazing. And then for the going first cards I had in here, three-dimensional barrier didn't really come up. 3 anti-spell did come up against Sky Striker. Had it, opening hand, absolutely cut off his plays. Wish I would have had a better hand to stop him. I maybe could have won game 2. But it is what it is. I still got third place. But yeah, that is the entire deck profile. Like I said, I am probably going to change some stuff around in here, but this is what I have, and I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. It is really budget too, considering that rarity collection. So this is actually extremely budget too. I don't think there's anything in here that costed like me a lot at all. Yeah, like nothing in here costed me more than like $5 max. It was awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be coming out with another deck profile video on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Peace.